We can't say enough about morality, right and wrong, ethics, character. We need to know it, we need to live it. And I believe the churches need to teach citizenship, and pastors, my fellow clergy out there, talk to people about moral living. And, as I travel the country, man, I'm hearing people just use horrible language, dropping F bombs like in public. We are a very calloused culture, as Chuck Colson used to say. And it reminds me of the quote by John Adams. John Adams said, and I know you've heard this quote probably, he said, "Our country and our Constitution was made for a moral and religious people. It is wholly inadequate for the government of any other." Now, the larger context of that quote, I think, is very instructive because he says, our Constitution, which talks about liberty, yes, but he said the government, the U.S. government, has no power to restrain the human heart unbridled and just driven by passions. Our Constitution would be like a whale going through a net. Our culture, if people don't police themselves, mindful that we'll all answer to God. Earlier in the show, I talked about how the principles of our government were drawn from the pages of Scripture. Do you know in passages like Exodus 21 and 22, it speaks against human trafficking, speaks against abuse of your parents. It even talks about responsible animal ownership. If you've got a vicious animal and you know that animal is dangerous and that animal harms somebody, the owner of the animal will be responsible. The principles of an orderly society and good civil government are laid out in the pages of Scripture. That's why our founders quote the Bible 3,154 times. So the next time you hear somebody saying that I have the right to do whatever and no Christian or religious person can cram religious beliefs down my throat, help them understand that it's really because of God and His truth written on every heart that we have a lawful society, liberty within lawful boundaries, boundaries our founders knew were revealed by God.
In the wandering darkness, there is a light. It is the Word. Are you a sheep in a flock that follows the whims of man? When calamity and chaos are all around you, where will you find the answers? Join Alex McFarland and Dinesh D'Souza. Politics isn't just about leaders, it's about you. Are you ready to think deeper,